Hey everybody, welcome to this Bohemia playthrough of Crusader Kings 2. We have every DLC for the game right now, Holy Fury being the newest one. I know everybody misses the Mecha playthrough, but that save file got horribly corrupted by Holy Fury coming out, which is amazing. This is being live streamed, although the chat will not be on screen for the YouTube section, just because there's nowhere I can put it that won't cover up a lot of the gameplay. My webcam should be in a place that doesn't cover anything. And the game's UI scaling is very bad, so I really do need the game to be full screen for you guys to be able to read anything at home. If you're just finding me on YouTube through this, I've already made a 7 great tips to improve at video for Crusader Kings 2, as well as a tutorial video to teach you how to play the game in just under half an hour, if you would rather watch any of those first if you're coming here looking for a way to learn the game. But either than that, we have our 76 people in the chat right now, which is the best we've had for a CK2 stream in a while. And if we have, I'm sure with my unofficial research team of the chat room, anytime we run into a weird, obscure rule, of which this game is full of, usually at least one person knows what's going on with that. So we're not doing Sunset Invasion. No one likes Sunset Invasion. So what we're gonna do, new game. And I will do a video looking at that corrupted save file, by the way, because it's funny. Earliest start date, custom game. So if we go to Realms, we are going to be, here we go, Bohemia. We're going to be the High Chief of Bohemia. So we're 54 years old, and we'll see what traits we're given at the beginning. Now, I haven't played a whole lot on this expansion yet, although I've read quite a bit. So I know most of the mechanics, but I don't have much hands-on experience, so we'll see what happens. But the main hook of why I wanted to do this is, you see Bohemia is right here. It is on the very edge of the Slavic Pagan world. With the Catholics right there, there's some Tengri there, or Tengri there. Orthodox not too far downstream. If we were to get to the water, which is very close to us, then there's Sunni, there's some Shia that tend to come up around here. We have the Miaphysites. We have a lot of, there are a lot of different religions around us. And despite all those many different religions we could pick, I kind of want to go Jewish, because that would be really funny. Also, as we'll see in a second here, let me just load rules. You can see Aztec Invasion off, cultural title names off, because I want to be able to read things in English. And we'll just start game. We'll just name this Bohemia. Let's play. There we go. Iron Man mode, by the way, so there's no save scumming. All right, give that a second. There we go. So there's all these new mechanics for how, right, I want that so we can actually see what's going on. All kinds of new mechanics on how things work now that we're on the Holy Fury DLC, which is very cool. Also, some new music playing right now, which is very cool. Real quick before we get too into things. Right, can't build hospitals yet. Crown Focus, the capital of Prague, as you can imagine. So we are actually on par with Wales of this being a really easy kingdom to unite. So we are a high chiefdom right now. A high chiefdom is like a duchy. Kind of sucks, I want a kingdom. So we can make the high chiefdom of Bohemia, which is a kingdom title. And that, at least I believe, oh no, Kingdom of Bohemia, there we go. Kingdom of Bohemia only requires 10 counties. We have 5 of the ones we need, so we only need 1 more. That's on par with Wales as being a really, really easy to form kingdom. So we actually only need 1 extra county to form a kingdom. So we need any one of these 5, and that'll do the trick. We got 3 right on the border, we get attack. So first of all, who did we get? How good is this guy? And you can see the user interface is actually different now. This is part of the free patch that came with it. Everybody has a better user interface now. I'm not quite used to it yet, but apparently it's a lot cleaner to read when you have a lot going on. All right. Oh, for fuck's sake, what's our name? High Chief Nezemyisl. Yisl, yeah. Nizamyisl. I'm gonna go with Nizamyisl. If we have any Czechs in the audience today, then maybe they can correct me on that. Also, there's like a proper combat modifier chart now that really gives you proper information on how good you are at combat, which is really nice. The previous one wasn't great. Also, you have a list for everybody that you've known to have murdered, which is very cool. But we're 54 years old, so we're probably not going to live super long. And we already have a child. Our son is 37, and he is likely to inherit the throne. Currently, law-wise, we are elective Gavelkind. Okay, I'm fine with that, considering we're a tribe. I like it more than regular Gavelkind. And only men can inherit right now, by the looks of it. I'd like to change it to agnatic cognatic so that women are available as well, just to lower the chance of having no eligible heir. I'll just immediately nominate my son. He likes me anyway. Okay, and we have 2 powerful vassals, but thankfully both of them are really good, actually. Holy shit, we got lucky on that. You're gonna need to build up quickly before Germany demands Sudetenland, says Taj Smasher. Yes. Yes, I'm sure they're going to be demanding that anytime now, aren't they? All right, so. Elective Gavelkind, more like Border Corps Monthly, pretty much. Okay, so opening moves. As a tribe, you pretty much always want to pick your patron deity as early as you can, so we almost have the piety for that. We'll just immediately worship the ancestors. You decided to visit the Shrine of the Holy Grove and make a sacrifice in the honor of your ancestors, hoping for their aid in return. What will you ask for your forefathers? Of your forefathers, rather. This will give us the immediate piety to just declare our god, which will probably just go Purin. You pretty much always do. Check requirements to convert. I mean, we don't want to convert to anything but Judaism right now, and we can't mass convert to that because there's no religious head as far as we know. We have no reason to convert this early in the game, Dr. Nimbus. Guide my sword in battle, let me conquer my enemies, because we want to take land right away. So, we're actually quite good in combat. We have a 17 martial, 27 with state martial. That's actually pretty solid. We don't have a wife right now, and I'm actually kind of fine with that, because I don't want more heirs to pick from, because that'll just make inheritance really messy. Personal combat skill of 9. I actually don't know how good that is with the new way they do that. Our stats are actually decent, so we're trusting, might get killed. We're cruel, our vassals don't like that, but at least we do moral damage. We're ambitious, which is awesome. Patient, that's also awesome. And a skilled tactician. I'm actually pretty happy then. And we're gonna go war focus, get 3 martial, 10 personal combat skill. That's massive to our personal combat. And crown focus, there's actually some new ones now. The new ones here, create a treasury. That is, have 3 artifacts of at least quality 2. We will be wanting to make a custom weapon early. And make a friend, which I believe does give me random events to repeatedly make people in our realm like us, which I do want the tribal vassals to really like us. By the way, there's been an update that I really fucking like. So we're gonna go... Fuck it, make a friend. Actually... Become King of Bohemia might happen really early. What's our army size? We have 1,500 with a potential extra 3,500 from allied troops. So those are my tribal vassals who could say yes or no when I call them to war. That is new. That didn't used to be there. 88 viewers without RimWorld. I know, right? Ever since I became partner, I get a shitload of views no matter what the fuck I'm streaming. It's crazy. I don't know what the hell happened. I guess they promote partners more on Twitch, but like, I was streaming Diablo 1 the other day to like 80 people. Normally I'd get like 30 for that. It's awesome. Anyway, so our neighbor here is a lot stronger than us, unfortunately. Probably because it seems like he personally owns most of the land in his country, whereas we only personally run Prague. If we were to personally own most of our land, we'd probably be stronger than him. So we're not going to conquer him immediately. So I think I will actually go make a friend as a chance to make my vassals like me. The more vassals like me, the more likely that they are going to actually aid me in war, and we need that. So that's our ambition right now, to make a friend. Our Chancellor is our son right now, who's also our heir. He likes it quite a bit. He'll be doing statecraft to try and make our vassals like us. So he's going to be basically just making my vassals like me. That's good. Our Marshal's only a skill 10. I'm going to replace him. 15 is the next best guy we have. Can we recruit anyone new right now? So I want men who will join my court from anywhere in the world. Best at combat? 6. Good God, no. Okay, let's immediately replace you with this guy. That guy's better. Steward of 7? You're terrible. We could get one of 12. It'll have to do. It's not great. Invite to court. Let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet, by the way. Sorry, in the chat, Trithus. Those 93 Twitch viewers are an event spawn. Fucking Shia Uprising. Again, all those event spawned viewers. Oh, that's good. All right, we have a really kick-ass Spy Master of 25. We'll just study technology in Constantinople immediately. Let's try and modernize our tech a little bit. We can't really modernize it hard until we are not tribal, because then we could do the study technology with the Spy Master combined and get that crazy tech boost. For anyone who doesn't know how that works, check out my 7 great tips to improve at Crusader Kings 2 video on YouTube. Tip number 7 is a really wacky strategy that I can't believe is not a glitch with study technology. Can we get a new diviner? I'm not really too concerned with my diviner, but I wouldn't mind the event spawn troops. Okay, we can't get a better diviner. Just build Zeal, it's monthly piety, and he can get event spawned holy warriors for us. We have a new steward coming in, and then this marshal, we have no reason to organize the army right now. We could train troops just to have a higher retinue to scare off enemies. Or we could organize a raid. A pretty solid yearly chance of getting some raiders. I'm gonna be raiding a lot, so we're gonna have him organizing a raid. Statecraft I'm happy with, and you can build legend to get us some more prestige, because prestige is largely used as a tribe to build things, but we're gonna be replacing that steward early. And you can see there are more buildings you can make now as a tribe to spice it up a little bit. So you can make a wall and ditch now. That takes piety to make. We are a defensive pagan because we are Slavic. So that gets us fort level, garrison size, and archers, which I'm pretty happy with. We can also make hussar training camps, which gets us light cavalry and light cavalry defense. That is a West Slavic thing. So that is our, that's our culture group thing for this. Raiding the French is a good idea. I agree. I also want to be raiding Bohemia early, because Bohemia is not that tough. They're actually weaker than us. If they were to have a war with us, we only need one vassal to join in to guarantee a kill on them. And they have no alliances, although they quite likely will get one with Lombardy by the looks of it, because they have non-aggression with them. We could declare war on them immediately, but I have no interest in doing that. Sway him to my cause or antagonize him. So this is a new thing that I haven't experimented with yet. Fuck's sake, almost 100 people right now for CK2. That's awesome. Hey everybody. Thanks for following Chuck Gnarly and Tomik and Dog Eats the Sun. Welcome to the flock. Thanks for subscribing, Stefan Mack, and for the 9-month resub, Emmeth. I hope you all enjoy your new emotes now that I'm a partner. So, wow, the King of Bohemia is a bit of a pushover, actually. He's terrible at martial. His state marshal's okay. His personal combat skills are pathetic. I could annihilate the fucker in a duel. His army is weaker than my personal army, even if I have no backup. Although he probably has better quality troops than me. All I need is one dude, one of my vassals coming in, and we could just stomp the King of Bohemia. Thanks, the god himself, for following. Welcome to the flock. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Also, this guy is a fucking diplomatic garbage fire, so I think he might have a bit of a hard time getting an alliance. Although he looks like he's got a pretty badass bonus from his spouse and counselor. I actually wouldn't mind marrying a woman who is old enough that she is not of childbearing age. Entirely just to get a little bit more skill on my guy. I'll consider that. I accidentally hit the Wikipedia button, it tabbed me out of the game. And you heard a split second of a YouTube video, which, if you want to go watch, was Until We Win Daggerfall from Lord Cat. Yes, he made it Until We Win, like 5 years after that series went away, on Daggerfall. I've been learning Daggerfall recently. Fun game. So, we can also make retinues as a tribe pretty early here. I don't think that retinues almost at all worked as a tribe unless you were pretty big before, but I could be misremembering. The retinues are all very special. It's largely light infantry based. And you can pay, some of them take prestige, some of them take piety, some of them take gold. So basically, tribes are a lot more robust than they used to be. But I think we all like the strong opening move of raise our giant armies, switch them to looting mode. So in looting mode, they can rob people without declaring war, and they only take 10% of their maintenance cost. However, it only works if you're at peace. I don't want to personally lead them, because the last thing I want right now is to die. Actually, if I die right now, we don't have secession crisis. Is my son good at combat? He's good enough. Although he's terrible in a fight. You know what? I'm actually fine with that. All right, I'll lead my troops personally. Let's really stack up that prestige early. All right. By the way, I'm not gonna be reading the chat a ton just on today's stream, just because I want to really keep things moving in the first few episodes here. There we go. Making sure I can see my time code of how long I've been recording. We're gonna do 2 hours today. Let's have fun. All right, which place here has the most money? Right now it's this one on this side of the river. I want to fight on this side of the river just so that I don't need to worry about them coming out of nowhere and hitting me. Also, you'll notice as we move here, we unpause. Okay, yeah. You asked for ancestors' military power and might. I will sacrifice some random fuck, he's some courtier, whatever. And then we have the piety, so we can worship the ancestors. Now we can pick patron deity. And we're gonna pick Purin, which is lose 1 intrigue, gain 2 martial. So that's the god of thunder in Slavic paganism. That's the god of thunder, who's also like the god of war. But you'll notice it now has the EU4 movement mechanic of once you're halfway to your destination, you get locked into going there. That is probably a pretty smart decision. All right, yeah, the offer struggled violently when the Voliv and her disciplines pushed it down on the offering stone. I guess that's like the executioner. The ancestors will surely be pleased with such a vigorous servant. Now all you can do is wait and hope. Speed it up a little more. Oh, and he accepted my invitation, so let's get our new steward. This guy is almost twice as good, and he'll be building legend, just to get us more, yeah, he's getting us almost twice as much prestige. And he's got a 1 in 3 chance of getting us a group of warriors every year. If we get some warriors, we might go declaring a war early. Depends. Holy shit, they added the halfway thing. Damn, Paradox. I'm happy they did it. It was kind of unfair that you could change it the last millisecond before. Your reputation as a devout follower of Purin has spread across the lands. Probably because we are both worshiping him, we did the sacrifice, and we are war focus. I bet you that's what that's related to. Many great and seasoned warriors have traveled. Oh no, this is actually the, oh, increase of levy size. Okay, yeah. That's probably what it was. For a second, I mistook it with another event. Our levy size in our capital is up 25%, which is actually really nice this early on. Okay, it looks like, did he just have a war declared on him? He just raised his troops. So titles, no. Here we go. So he's defending in a war against these guys, which is the High Chieftain of Carinthia. Okay. Who are, what religion are they? They're Catholic. They're a Catholic tribe. Interesting. They must have some kind of tie to that. Carinthia is gonna win that fight for sure. Should be worshiping Manbar. You're probably right. All right, so I'm already locked into going here, so I'm probably gonna skirmish with these guys, but that's fine. I'm not? Okay, I will when I land here. They already moved out of the way. Okay, let's raid the shit out of them. I find I actually make more money than I used to through raiding. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if they buffed raiding or something. And once we get our first bit of money, we're gonna search for a smith early and make a custom weapon. You have a new heir, my grandson. Oh, is my grandson eligible now? He must have, he's 21, okay. He's not bad, but he's not good. Detached priest, stubborn, trusting, erudite, and ambitious. He's not really that special outside of being ambitious by the looks of it. I can also press ducal claims on some of this land, which I very much will be doing at some point. It's just a very easy claim. So we get to hold 4 pieces of land personally, and we only own 1, because our land is very split up amongst vassals at the moment. Which is a bit of a bitch. I want to own as much land as I can. I don't think they buffed raiding. I think they nerfed things protecting loot, says Cobra Commander. You know what? That makes sense, because I have definitely been making more money looting in my test runs. Sorry, I think this person might fancy me. I'll make a move. No reason not to, considering I'm not even married. It's good to be the High Chief. I went to her chambers and had a good tumble. Whatever, we might have some bastard kids. Whatever. We gotta have some fun in the game, right? Gotta have some goofy shit. You have a new heir? Oh, my son. It must have been people voted for one and then people voted for the other again. Generally, when you rely on raiders, it's a good idea to make weapons then, since your monthly tax income is low, which decides the smith prices, but your loot money is high, in my opinion. Says Yoiver. Actually, they changed how the price of smithing works a little while back. It is now based on your highest title, which means because I am only a duke, we pay a very low amount of money for our swords and stuff. So we definitely want to make those now because we're going to be a king pretty soon. Wouldn't even surprise me if we were king within our first guy's lifetime. All right, so we got 9 there just from the immediate looting. And we already looted a little bit, and look at that. Their protection thing, the line there of what they have protected is so far down. They have 41 gold, and almost all of it is undefended. We're grabbing it a little bit slow, but still. New heir. Oh, no, they're voting for my half-brother. Man, they cannot agree on who to vote for. All right, let's go top speed, because their army is out here anyway, dealing with that stuff. We're pretty safe to just start grabbing money. In fact, I'm pretty clear right now to just immediately call in a smith. So let's search for a smith. Now, we're 54? We're 54 years old. I kind of want to compose a book on martial, because we are a decent enough martial, we could probably make a good book. But a book usually takes 20, 30 years to make, and we're probably going to be dead by then, and we'll have to invest money along the way, so I don't know if I want to bother. All right, I want to bring in a weaponsmith. We're going to get a weapon first. Bishop, preacher in the service of King Tassilo. Isn't that this guy here? Yeah, that's the guy we're raiding, of Bohemia. Has arrived in Prague to spread the gospel of a foreign religion. Oh, this is an optional thing where I can choose to become Catholic and have a mass conversion. By being next to a Catholic nation, we'll get this quite a bit. I may do this at some day. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm throwing that man in my dungeon. And I will ransom him back. I could use the money. So let's just immediately see if I can ransom him back. 25 gold, I'll take 25 gold. And we are currently gaining 2.5 ducats a year, which is terrible, but we get most of our money through looting anyway. I want to try and go Jewish. It'd be pretty funny if with all these different religions we go the only one that's not near us. Well, one of the only ones. Okay, he paid for his own release. There we go. Need whatever money I can get right now. Successful loot, we got another 11 bucks out of that. And I'm not gonna comment too much on the stealing of the money, just because it's very hands-off. I thought we were pagan? Yeah, we're pagan right now. We are Slavic. We are unreformed Slavic. Oh, and our marshal just got us some maintenance-free but non-reinforcing warriors. Oh no, these are raiders actually. We got lucky on that. Okay, I'm gonna go send the raiders to join up with the group we already have raiding. That's exactly what I wanted. Sweet. Marshall's told me about a remarkable weaponsmith residing in Heretic. Suggested that I invite the man to my court. A fine idea. I will invite him. So using a non-local one is more expensive, but it's good. Hawkeye says, ooh, the only Paradox game I don't understand. Hawkeye, we're gonna play this together one day. It's fucking fun. I made that tutorial on YouTube. You can watch that. All right, so now is where we choose our weapon. Sword, lance, axe, or mace. So sword gets you sword command bonus towards light infantry, heavy infantry, and a martial bonus, combat, personal combat skill, and multi prestige. In general, I believe the sword, unless they've changed it in this patch, the sword tends to give you the most martial, which is why I like it. It's very reliable. And plus, the more martial you have, the more troops you're gonna field. A lance is all about pikemen and mounted troops, which are very powerful in general. Axes are heavy infantry and light infantry, which I think we're actually gonna go this time just because tribes are very light infantry based. And a mace, which is light cavalry and heavy foot troops. We're gonna go with an axe Not only because I love axes in games, but because, God, that's so Canadian of me. And I'm wearing flannel. Oh no, I've become the stereotype. But look, if we're gonna be leading our own troops, we're pretty much only gonna have heavy infantry, light infantry, and some light cavalry. We do have those hussars. So we'll start making an axe. We'll tell them to make an axe. So we can either change our mind, not pay for anything too expensive, or drop 50 gold and say, craft me something of the highest quality. Order the axe. That's half our money right now. It's worth it.